Hello everybody. I am here and doing this thing. I don't usually do this. I only did this once because I was bored because I wanted to read that creepypasta of whatchamacallit, Tourist Trap, yes. Now I don't know. I like reading things like creepypasta and just theories of other things. And obviously, here is the truth of the Rugrats theory. Now, when I was younger, I watched the show obviously, and I enjoyed it. I I enjoyed the show for one reason or another. I'm not too sure. So I watched it. I enjoyed it, and I today I actually came across this. I've never heard of it. I have this right here. It's Bryce's LP thing. I just watched him read a little bit about it, and I just thought I should. I don't know. I want to spread around the theories, basically. Don't know why. I just like to get into like creepypasta and reading and theories like this. Don't exactly know why. Let me check here. This is correctly. Yeah. This is correctly doing this. If you hear my fan in the background, it's hot in my room. No, it's 11:44. So yeah, I mean, I want to do a freaking, I want to do the Pokemon theories like Ash and Red and stuff. But I'll be doing those within my Pokemon Let's Play actually, when I feel like the right time is come. So this is on Yahoo.com. This is Yahoo Answers, obviously, as you guys can see up here. It's better that I actually have a mouse to show. I guess I'm gonna be reading it, and I guess I will just share my thoughts on it. So let's start this up. The truth of the Rugrats theory. This is the whole story. It's already messed up. That's great. The Rugrats really were a figment of Angelica's imagination. Chucky died a long time ago, along with his mother. That's why Chaz is a nervous wreck all the time. Chucky is obviously the paranoid, scared one of the group. I mean, I don't really remember too much of the show now because I'm older and I forgot most of it. And Chaz is Chucky's dad, obviously. So obviously he's a nervous wreck. Sorry, there's like a glare on my thing. Tommy was a stillborn. That's why Stu is constantly in the basement making toys for the son who never had a chance to live. The DeViles had an abortion. Angelica couldn't figure whether it would be a boy or a girl, thus creating the twins. So Tommy wasn't born yet, if I'm correct. And Stu, Tommy's dad, is always in the basement making toys for the son who never had a chance to live, which I'm guessing would be Chucky, because he never. No, it was Tommy, right? Chucky died with his mom. Yeah. So, and DeViles, obviously Angelica, and her mother and his dad. So she created twins because her mom had an abortion, so she didn't know which one it was, a boy or a girl. So it created the twins, as it says right there. Let's go on. As for all grown up, Angelica was a bipolar, schizophrenic, there we go, who as a teenager became addicted to various narcotics, like drugs and stuff. Yeah, drugs and stuff. Bringing her back to her childhood and thus her creations she obsessed over. Because of time lapse between the present and the last time she interacted with her creations, she made them older. Angelica was constantly taking hits of acid, so she would never have to live without her creations, who were her only company in a judgmental world. So basically, she uses crack and drugs and stuff, basically, and created all these with her mind. My brother's woke up. He's being lazy. So basically, she's just using drugs and stuff and getting her childhood back. So that's interesting, like making a molder. Angelica's mom actually died of a heroin overdose. Angelica was schizophrenic slash bipolar because she was a crack baby. Additionally, Drew in his depression married a gold digging whore that Angelica idolized because she fooled herself into thinking it was her real mom. Wow. A gold digging whore. No, you don't read that each day, correct? Or also crack baby. But always had a concept of her mom, Cynthia, and a Barbie doll, and made it after her mom's image, wearing an unwashed orange dress and having jacked up hair, which I'm guessing she was like dirty or something, I don't know. Which is why she was so attached to it. Later in life, she followed in her mom's footsteps with drugs and everything, dying of overdose at age 13 when All Grown Up was quote unquote cancelled. So obviously she died because of drugs, as it says right there, and the show was quote unquote cancelled because she can't create the image of them anymore, I'm guessing. The only Rugrat not to be fictional, however, was unborn Tommy's brother Dill. However, Angelica didn't know the difference between Dill and her creations. Dill didn't follow her commands after endless crying and a refusal to disappear like the others did. When Angelica was angry with them, she hit him. And she hit him, screaming a screeching tune. Stu ran in and pulled his niece off of his only child, but it was too late. He had a brain hemorrhage. Wow. So, Dill wasn't the fake one. He was an actual born child. So, he was actually born and he was real. So, Angelica then hit him, which then gave him brain hemorrhage, which I'm guessing is like, see, I don't know. I just read a little bit further, and it says deformation. I guess like I'm guessing he has like a little bit of brain damage or something. I don't know, which resulted into a deformation. As he grew up, his damage only became more evident. By the time he was 9 and all grown up, he lived as an outcast, being ridiculed for his weirdness and retardation. The immense guilt over this is what led toward drug use, and is what led Angelica to uncreate the Rugrats briefly until her experience with hallucinogenics. There we go. So basically, she, after the guilt of making Dill retarded and weird, she stopped imagining them and made... Wait. Experiment? Isn't it supposed to be experience? I don't know. But basically she stopped creating them and then she used drugs again. Alright, let's do this. On a trip to Paris to find love, Chaz married a hooker named Kira. He was actually going to marry a different hooker, but she just wanted him for his money. Wow. Who had a daughter named Kimmy that was torn from her because she was a cocaine addict. Angelica imagined her from Kira's stories. He lost his mind after the death of his wife and was in denial that she was ever prostitute. There we go. Sorry, I don't usually read all these words in daily basis, so upon return to America, Chaz and Kira married and she got her green card. It was actually a really happy / romantic story. Kira continually struggled with addiction, but was relatively happy with her life in Chaz. So Chaz is the one, Chucky's father. Yeah, Chaz is Chucky's father, which then the Asian lady came along, and the other chick, Kimmy. That was weird. I thought they were just friends or something, but brothers and sisters. Who would have known? Wasn't that bright when I was a child. I guess my mind developed over time, although that's what happens with everyone. Let me get on with this. Susie was actually Angelica's only friend, who entertained the thought of Angelica's creations for her. She later became a psychologist and teamed up with Nickelodeon to make the Rugrats. When Angelica died of drug overdose, she helped arrange her funeral. Angelica's death was sad, because of her addiction. She was expelled from society, which led to a break with reality and her eventual death. She spent the last days of her life in the back of the school cafeteria, imagining friends around her and playing with the lives of her creations. So basically, she was a loner, didn't really have anyone to talk with, and yeah, quite depressing, because this could happen to anyone. And she used drugs to help herself, although it didn't really help in the long run. Really? Let's go along with this. Yes, the cartoon has the babies as real people because of adult interaction with them, but do you think that Nickelodeon could have gotten the idea of Rugrats from this tragic storyline? Storyline? I bet somewhere out there something like this has occurred. Do you think that something like this took place? Additional details. Just letting you guys know, I didn't create this theory. I had found it in multiple places, and it arose my curiosity. Obviously, I don't know what to say much about this. I mean, this is the first time I've ever read this. First time I've ever read anything for you guys. 11 minutes. Jesus Christ. I might read something else, actually. I'm thinking about it. So, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. Obviously, I can't say that I can put myself into her position because I don't use drugs. I'm clean. I quote unquote clean because okay, let me rephrase that. I am no drug abuser. I don't use drugs. I don't drink beer, alcohol, anything of those sorts. I'm more of a clean guy, I guess. But I don't know. Let me just go along to the best answers. This guy actually. I think this is an accurate representation of where the show was started from, because I don't think that Angelica's real-life friend had sold her out to Nickelodeon. I think she shared with the world what her friend's imagination was, and I think she wanted to show that with imagination and determination you can do anything, and honestly, that's what every episode is about. Overcoming fear and obstacles and having fun, and it always involved imagination. The real-life Angelica found her way out. Sadly, she had to use drugs, but that's how she used her imagination to make herself less miserable in a world where people must have been judging her left and right based solely on her mother's poor choices, leading her to being a bipolar schizophrenic child. I think this is entirely possible. I I think this is entirely possible, and some of it is a little crazy, but really, why isn't it possible? That's the best answer chosen by Steph. And the asker's ready. Yeah, I totally agree. Thanks for the answer. I just wanted to see if people agreed with me. Well, that was interesting. So this is this was said to be real by other people, from what I've read. And the little research I did before this, I didn't do much research. It's just said that it's been real, and Nickelodeon has said it was real or something. I don't know. But I want to do something else real quick. So everyone, I will be back. Hello, everybody. I'm back, and after reading the Rugrats theory, I wanted to share this little troll pasta, I believe it is. Let me check the tags real quick. Yes, right there. OC-demon slash demon slash devil demon. I'm a dumb ball. Wait, what? Gumball. The Amazing World of Gumball. I might have to read that sooner or later. Might actually read that. Troll pasta, US, and lost episodes. And there are more things like, wow, more theories are popping up. That's, wow. Leave me alone. God, ads. So I wanted to do this equals 3 lost episode because I don't know. I'm bored, really. I would play Minecraft and advance my creations, I guess, even though all my creations suck. Although my friends don't perfectly agree with me on that, but I don't know. Alright, so let's do this. Equals 3 last episode. Obviously, Ray William Johnson. Sees evil. This guy just trolling, brah, I believe. God, I had to use brah. God, I'm disappointed in myself. Alright, let's do this. Equals 3 last episode. I can edit it? Oh, forget about that. Everyone knows that internet celebrity Ray William Johnson, right? Well, there's something you should know about him. He's secretly a demon. I know this because one day someone told me to look up one of his early episodes. There was supposedly a hidden episode no one has ever seen before. He told me the title, which I will not repeat, and then he committed suicide by hanging. No, and then he committed suicide by hanging. I was frightened, but I had to get to the bottom of this. Okay, this is one of the first places where I started laughing my ass off. Like, this started dumb because it has about 3 million subscribers, and he's a pretty cheery guy, right? Oh, if I know. Apparently, he committed suicide. The episode begins with Ray reviewing one of his videos. This video was odd, though. It was a low-quality video of a satanic worship session or something. The video quality only went up to 240p when the average equals 3 video is at least 480p to 720p. I was disappointed but kept watching. The video then declines in quality, making Ray nearly pixelated. He just stared at the screen for 45 seconds before staring directly at me with red demonic eyes. So I checked back on his old videos, and actually all his videos went up to 480p. I mean, I don't know. Alright, where am I? After another 10 seconds of this, he said in a deeper than usual demonic voice, "Alright, it's time for the common question of the day. How will you die?" He rose from the ground, nearly floating in midair and spinning in circles. This is where I just thought it was really stupid. Right there. Wherever it was. Yeah. He's nearly floating in midair and spinning in circles. I don't see it. He stopped after 45 seconds of this, and his eyes just became black like empty sockets. The screen flashed a mixture of bright blue, green, and reddish colors. Apparently someone had a seizure off this, I'm guessing. Hell if I know. Reminds me of Ben with the empty sockets and black. Then the screen suddenly went black for about 10 or so seconds. It then showed me through my webcam, but it wasn't exactly me. My body was in a state of decay, as if I had been skinned. I was slowly rotting away. I looked at my hand, but it was just as it was all my life, with the skin attached to it. I exited out of the video in disgust. I can see why my friend hanged himself after the incident. You kidding me? He says Ray William Johnson hanged himself, and now his friend hanged himself? That's just not dumb. That's dumb. Okay, so let me just go along with this. If you ever come across that video, do not watch all of it. Message it to me and we will both petition it and take Ray William Johnson off the web. I'm tired of this asshole and his weirdness. He must be stopped. He is pure evil and is after me. Okay, I'm sorry, but this is just too much bull for me. I don't believe this. I am at almost 20 minutes. First time I read this, I thought this was very dumb. I just wanted to share this with everyone because, I don't know. I enjoy troll pastas because sometimes they have horrible grammar and spelling, which makes it funnier for me. I don't know why. And so, yeah. I want to read this Amazing World of Gumball. One, The Grieving. Don't know how that's gonna go. Might record it, maybe. Hell if I know. But I believe that is time. That is it for every. That is it, basically. This is what I'm trying to get at. I don't know where my words were coming from. But that is it, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed this theory and creepypasta reading. If you guys uh actually enjoyed, I'd like some feedback, constructive criticism and stuff, but I would just like to know about this. I think this is like I think this is decent to do. I mean, I have somewhat fun reading these. I mean, I could get a cool, quick scare or something. I mean, I can ruin my childhood with this. I mean, hell if I know. But that is it, everyone. Why am I doing this? Hell if I know. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I can do this more professional right here by pressing F10, but I'm not going to be so professional. So thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And goodbye, and I bid you farewell.